Imagine waking up one morning and being told to leave your home forever. No money, no schools, no religion, no freedom. Now imagine that millions of people are forced to do the same thing at gunpoint. This isn't the plot of a dystopian movie. It actually happened in Cambodia during the 1970s under one of history's most ruthless dictators, Pol Pot. Today, we're uncovering the shocking story of the man who tried to remake an entire nation and left behind one of the deadliest tragedies of the 20th century, the rise of Pol Pot. Born in 1925, Pol Pot grew up in Cambodia during a period of political change and foreign influence. As a young man, he became attracted to communist ideology and eventually rose through the ranks of a revolutionary movement known as the Khmer Rouge. After years of civil war and instability, the Khmer Rouge seized control of Cambodia in April 1975. For Pol Pot, victory was only the beginning. He believed Cambodia needed to be completely rebuilt from the ground up. His vision was a radical agricultural society where everyone would work the land and live as peasants. To achieve this goal, he launched one of the most extreme social experiments in human history, the emptying of the cities. Within days of taking power, Pol Pot ordered the evacuation of Cambodia's cities. Millions of men, women, children, and elderly people were forced to leave their homes and march into the countryside. Hospitals were emptied, schools were closed, families were separated. The regime claimed this was necessary to create a perfect communist society. In reality, it marked the beginning of years of suffering. People were assigned to labor camps where they worked long hours under brutal conditions with little food and almost no medical care. A nation under terror. Pol Pot's government abolished money, private property, religion, and many traditional institutions. Simply wearing glasses could make someone appear educated and therefore suspicious. Teachers, doctors, religious leaders, intellectuals, and anyone perceived as an enemy of the revolution became targets. Thousands were arrested, tortured, and executed. Fear spread across the country. Neighbors were encouraged to spy on one another, and even minor acts of disobedience could result in death. The killing fields. As the years passed, Cambodia descended into catastrophe. Mass executions became common. Countless people died from starvation, disease, exhaustion, and forced labor. Fields across the country became burial grounds for victims of the regime. Today, these sites are known as the killing fields. Historians estimate that between 1.5 and 2 million people died during Pol Pot's rule, an enormous portion of Cambodia's population at the time. Few dictators in modern history have caused such devastation to their own people in such a short period. The fall of the Khmer Rouge. By the late 1970s, tensions between Cambodia and neighboring Vietnam had escalated. In 1979, Vietnamese forces invaded Cambodia and overthrew the Khmer Rouge government. Pol Pot fled into remote regions near the Thai border, where he continued to lead a guerrilla movement for years. Although he no longer ruled Cambodia, his shadow continued to haunt the country. In 1998, Pol Pot died while under house arrest by a faction of his own movement. Decades later, Cambodia still carries the scars of the Khmer Rouge era. Memorials, museums, and survivor testimonies serve as reminders of what happened when extreme ideology, unchecked power, and fear were allowed to dominate a nation. The story of Pol Pot is more than a chapter in history. It is a warning, a reminder of how quickly human rights can disappear and how dangerous absolute power can become when no one is able to challenge it. Pol Pot promised a new beginning for Cambodia. Instead, his rule brought suffering, destruction, and the loss of millions of lives. His regime remains one of the darkest examples of political extremism in modern history, and a powerful reminder of why history must never be forgotten. If you found this historical story fascinating, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into history's most powerful leaders, forgotten events, and shocking true stories. And in the comments below, tell us, which historical figure or event would you like us to cover next?